Hello, friends. It's me, Silas. I'm not okay. That's what I want to talk about today. I'm not okay, but that's okay. And I'll share a little bit why I'm not really okay right now. It was just like a hard week last week. I think I, for one, made a bad business decision months ago, and long story short, lost a client. So it was a guy that I really admired, and it was just, I don't want to talk about that. It's not the details that matter. It's the fact that it definitely bothered me more than I gave it credit. And so the topic of today's video really is just talking about how for most of my life, I didn't believe that it was okay to not be okay. And when I say that I'm not okay, like, it automatically comes with this whole connotation that, whoa, like, oh, that's like not good. I'm telling you how I viewed not being okay, because whenever someone else would say they're not okay, I'm almost like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, there's something inherently wrong with you if you're not okay. And I was thinking about it today and asking myself the question, where did I get this idea that I just can't be okay? And I think at some point in my life, I learned that as a man, if you're not okay, that means you're either weak or incapable, or both. And so you kind of just start to shut off any idea that you're not okay. And as men, I think when we don't feel okay, we don't know how to just be not okay and sit in that, and we end up running to things to numb that. For me, most of my life, I would run to a few different things when I was not okay. It was either pornography, women, sports, affirmation from other people. And I didn't even realize that I was doing it until even the last few years of my life. And the reason why I bring this up is because currently I don't feel great. Like, I'm not in this, today I just don't feel great. And I traced it back to last week. And what I found myself doing was on Friday and Saturday, I really wanted to just go play pickleball. So I'm super into pickleball right now. And I wasn't feeling good about myself because of the stuff that had happened in business, and I don't know. I was just not okay, right? And I literally was just like trying to get all these games of pickleball in because I wanted to go and win. I wanted to be in a place where I felt confident and good, and I just wanted to win so that I could feel better about myself, because I realized that I'm just not okay with being not okay. And so I wrote some things down, and one of them I realized is that I'm afraid of negative feelings. Like, I'm just afraid to go there, to experience that. It freaks me out. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. And I think a big reason is that when I was a kid, my dad left, and I've shared this with you guys before, that my dad wasn't in my life, and I didn't really have a lot of parental nurturing or comforting. Like, whenever I felt bad, there was no one there to be like, "Hey, young Silas, it's okay that you don't feel good. It's okay that you're sad. It's okay that this happened and you feel a negative feeling. That is part of life." I was never taught that. So I would often just avoid it or numb it. and that's how like addiction played in. Because I didn't want to be incapable and I didn't want to be weak. And so, yeah, I think as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that negative emotions are just as important as positive emotions. If you've seen the movie Inside Out, if you haven't, I strongly recommend it. If you have, then you know that the whole point of the movie, you have joy and sadness, these two emotions that are like in this girl's head. They're on this journey together, and the kind of plot of the movie hinges on joy and or happiness and sadness coming together and recognizing why they're both necessary. And so, yeah, it was just interesting this weekend seeing myself like really craving to go play a game so I could feel good about myself because I didn't want to sit and feel the emotions that I felt. And now, thankfully, in my life, I'll run to something like pickleball versus just like running to acting out sexually, which I've done my entire life and still very capable of doing. And I want to talk about this in a different video, but one of my greatest solutions to my problem, if you want to call addiction problem, which it's not actually, it's my solution. The biggest thing that's helped me in my recovery journey from numbing with different things that are not good for me has been identifying when I'm feeling bad and actually dealing with the emotion rather than just focusing on how I respond poorly to that negative emotion. That's a whole different video that I definitely want to talk about in the future. But yeah, I want to, well, one, just share honestly. This is just me being honest. One of the things that matters a lot to me if I'm going to be posting videos on this YouTube channel again is just to be completely myself, be honest, share where I'm actually at in my life, not just give you highlights. So that's one. But two, I also want to encourage specifically the guys out there who, if you ask yourself, is it okay for me to not be okay? And your answer is no. You always have to be okay. I want to encourage you to face that and just ask yourself why do I feel like I can't be okay all the time? Because the reality is we're humans and life is not always perfect. There's going to be times where you're supposed to not be okay. And there's really powerful things in life that happen when you sit in those moments. I'm not saying you stay depressed forever, but I am saying that when those times come, there might be some gold that you can find when you stay in the depths of your life rather than just trying to get out of it as quickly as possible, which I've done my entire life. I don't like staying down. I don't like feeling bad things. I want to run from them as quickly as possible. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys today. And I was also really encouraged by a lot of the advice I got. I want to talk about that at a different time. I want to mention one comment specifically, though, that I just recently got today, actually. This was on my very first video that I posted last week since I've been back. And this person at its_atre said to me, I'm still watching from Germany, Silas. You can do it. Just find out what you really want and then commit to it. I said, I appreciate that. I feel like I'm still in the process of finding out what that is, but I do love just being real with you. And then they said this. That's awesome. In my experience, as long as you don't stand still for too long and try to do new stuff or start doing stuff you once liked that you stopped doing at one point, you will be fine. Even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment, because there's a great feeling of uncertainty in those phases. This is the part that I really liked. I think the phase of striving towards something and working to find your way is actually the most enjoyable thing if you stay aware of it instead of just focusing on wanting to be somewhere already. These times in my life make up some of the most vivid and precious memories. I don't know who this is, and if that is you, can you comment your name? Because I do want to know your name. This is really, really, really good advice, and I'm super thankful for it. Whoever wrote this is a very wise person, because I feel like that's one of the things that's been one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning, is learning how to just enjoy the process and understand that the process is the memories that you will have in your life, which ties even into what I've been talking about today, that the goods and the bads are equally as important. And me taking the time even to sit in this time, it could be literally 3 days, 4 days, it could be a day. I don't know. I don't know how long it is. But I don't want to just skip past it, because I do think that this process that I'm going towards is going to, like, while I'm in it, this is where I get so much of life. You know what I mean? I don't know if this was the most articulate video, but I do know that it was real. So that's probably my biggest definition of success on this channel, is just being real. But yeah, I'm not okay, but that doesn't mean that I'm falling apart. I got a great life. I'm very thankful for it. I'm just trying to face my fear of not being okay. It's just so much easier to tell myself that I'm okay when I'm not. And I feel like I am becoming a more transformed, evolved person the more I'm okay with where I'm at, rather than trying to just change where I'm at. Make sense? I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Specifically, you men, on this idea of always needing to be fine or always needing to be okay. Do you resonate with what I'm saying? Am I alone? Am I crazy? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts.